Hi guys, today we look at the dirty water paradox. We look at how is it that tilapia can live in dirty, murky water. Sometimes water is moving, sometimes the water is not. The water is visibly polluted, yet tilapia is darting around in and about in this space. And if you should actually take this fish home, you know, set a trap, take the fish home, within a few hours or days the fish will be dead. All right, so if you ever walk past an urban gutter, a stagnant drainage or ditch or moldy gully, you probably seen them, right? Now I have seen several, and I am presently sharing with you on the screen right now species in which I have caught wild tilapia, and I have actually taken them home, and I've actually experienced this experience in which after a couple of days, even weeks, they are just not thriving as they would within the gutter or the drainage. Now tilapia, they can live, well, they look as if they are surviving, in spaces that is referred to as liquid mud, dirty industrial runoff. It's just not aquatic habitat in which you would prefer to have your fish. They grow, they reproduce, they reach full maturity in conditions that would instantly kill a prize aquarium fish, right, guys? And these prize aquarium fish would cost a lot, right? All right, so here is the mind bending paradox. A well meaning person scoops up one of these hyper resilient fish out of the gutter, like myself, right, guys, and brings it home, like myself, and place it into a clean space, as seen on the screen, beautifully, set up with, well, for me, I would have like probably plants, regular water change, sterile space, right? And I think that I can get this fish to thrive and to be healthy and to reproduce and in prevent it from dying, right? The question I ask, along with many others, is why does a creature that survive weeks or months or even a lifetime in gullies and drains like this perish in a clean, sterilized pond setup? Today we are diving into the science of the biological shock and the myth of clean water and the incredible, highly specialized biological framework of the tilapia. Now, to understand why clean water kills them, we first have to understand how they survive the dirty water. Tilapia are biological tanks, right? Now, the slime coat in which they have possesses a thick, highly effective mucus layer that acts as a physical as well as chemical shield against external parasites and harsh toxins, right? There is like they are socialized to be this effective, right? And I should say, guys, that I shared in other videos that tilapia can survive between pH 5.5 to about 8.5, right? And then you have what you call hypoxia tolerance. No, they can survive in water which almost zero dissolved oxygen by gulping air at the surface, shifting their metabolic gears, right, guys? So these fish are just really awesome. These fish also have ammonia resistance. Their bodies are uniquely adapted to handle high levels of environmental waste, right? Now, um, in a wild gully, the dirty water isn't just toxic, it's an established living ecosystem. It it's packed with specific bacteria and organic matter and microscopic algae. Now, the tilapia immune system is actively engaged, fired up, and perfectly balanced against a specific environment, right? When you catch a fish and drop it into fresh, sterile home, backyard, tilapia fish setup, you are giving it a luxury vacation, right? You are throwing it into a biological vacuum. Here is here is exactly what goes wrong in those critical first days. Now you have what you call osmotic and pH shock. Remember, the gutter and the drains and wherever it was, it's a high probability that the pH was very low, next to acidic, right? Now, while drainage water is thick with dissolved solids, minerals, and organic compounds, um, clean tap water, even if dechlorinated, has a complete different chemistry, pH, and mineral hardness. Now, moving the fish instantly forces its gills and kidneys to violently readjust, I shall say readjust, right? How they pump water and salt in and out of the body. This is called referred to as osmotic shock, and it's exhausting, right? So it's an adaptability issue right here. So the new tank syndrome is also an issue where you have ammonia shock. Now, in a sterilized tilapia fish pond, there is no beneficial bacteria. When you put a wild tilapia in there, it still excrete waste without the natural bacteria found in the mud or the gully or the drainage that breaks down the waste. The invisible, highly toxic ammonia level in your clean tank skyrockets within 48 hours, burning the fish gills from the inside out. And I've seen this, I've seen this in some of my tilapia, where in which after the fish have actually died. Alright guys, so as I was sharing, the sudden changes cause acute severe stress. That's that of the adjustment of the breeding process of the fish, and the stress trigger a massive release of cortisol in the fish, which completely shuts down its immune system. Now the protective slime thins out suddenly, and the fish is like defenseless against even the mildest bacteria present in the fish pond, right? No, I have actually experienced all of this. This is why I am so keen to address this issue in this video. There's a profound lesson here as we talk about the danger of sterility. Sterile does not equal health. In nature, stability matters far more than purity. A wild tilapia thrive in a dirty ditch because that ditch is stable. The biological load is balanced. When you scrub a tank clean or scrub a pond clean, and using different things, like chemicals or even just washed out with water, right? You remove the very biological safety net of the fish, right? But I'm not talking about the issue that the pond is too clean. I'm talking about the issue in which the fish is moved from a dirty, very dirty and stink water space to a cleaner space, and the fish dies within a couple of days or weeks. Right now, if you really actually wanted to keep a wild caught gutter tilapia alive, you would have to mimic its harsh reality first. You would need to fill the tank with the murky water it came with, and then actually and gradually blending in the clean water over weeks, allowing the tank filter to grow the necessary dirty bacteria required to like process the fish waste. Now, in conclusion of this piece, guys, the tragic rapid death of wild tilapia in my tilapia fish pond the 55-gallon drum, and a few of my IBC tote. It's a classic case of good intention meeting bad biology. It proves that survival isn't about the living in a perfect environment. It's about living in the environment you adapted for. Nature adapts organisms to find harmony in the most unexpected places, even in gutter, city gutter, and sometimes our definition of clean is completely toxic to the creature born to survive in the mud. As I bring this video to an end, I thank you for watching. Keep your fish ponds balanced and respect the resilience of the nature of nature and how fish adapts. Peace out. Bye bye. Catch you next time.